you guys doing? I am so excited about reaching 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to thank you to everyone, to all of the tribe, the soul tribe, the light workers, the star seeds, the healers, the shamans, all of you guys who support my channel um, and resonate with my messages that come through directly from source. I'm very grateful, and yay, I got 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I'm thanking you guys. I'm showing a gratitude, most definitely. I also just want to give thanks to those real souls that came here to uplift each soul individually, to show the um, oneness within us, and how individually we all are leaders, and no one is underneath anyone, and we all stand, you know, neck to neck, shoulder to shoulder. Nobody's different, you know what I'm saying? And nobody should be treated differently. So we all are different in our own ways. But as far as our souls go, you know, those that come here, and like, as you can see with the title is, it says Dr. Malachi Z. York. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of who Dr. Malachi Z. York is, but I will be sharing some of his work with you guys today. And yeah, so I got something good for you guys, okay? I actually channeled some energy, some messages earlier, and I mean, they were just coming through, you guys. So let's get into it, okay? Let's pick up on the energy, right? I've also been sharing some other readers on my in my community space. I've been sharing some other readers, and so please feel free to go and see. They are very connected to source and to the ancestors, to the ancients, and they're very pure hearted, and they are phenomenal. So, you know, I mean, if I have something to share or something that can help you, I'm most definitely going to share it. I'm not going to keep it to myself. What good is that going to do? What good is it going to do for me to do that? So, yeah, so this is a tribute to Malachi Z. York, and to all the ancient ones that come before him and after him. I'm just showing gratitude, and you know, if it wasn't for these activists who were put in, and y'all, we're gonna take our time, okay, today, like we did yesterday, because I noticed that that's when the messages come through very clear for me. It's when I take my time. You know, I can't rush this, because it's not a rush process. You know, being in alignment, you can't rush anything, you know, if you want it to be right. So I just got a lot of information, y'all, that came through. So I was writing, I'm screenshotting stuff, so I have some things to share with you guys. You guys have to know too, when I get on here, I immediately start talking, okay? I get into it. I don't wait for you guys to come on. I get the message out, and I get on about my business, okay? So I am going to share with you guys what messages came through. The numbers 585 can be significant, okay? So you guys, y'all have to understand this, light workers, right? Everybody work differently, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to necessarily call this work, but it is. It's a lot of work to become sovereign, to become pure hearted, you know, to come out of what it is that you were created in. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of tricks, you know, it's a lot of loops and bondage and ties and things of that nature that you have to overcome and understand that you have to, where you have to go and literally, you know how you jump into the ocean and how you jump into the pool, like when you jump and you can swim, You can swim good, so you jump in that motherfucker because you know what you're doing. This is different, you know, because this is something that we weren't taught. So we don't jump in to spirituality and into ourselves like that. You know, it's like we wet our feet because it's so many different belief systems that a lot of you were raised up on. So, you know, sometimes these things can be scary, spooky, because you start seeing things for what they are. Your eyes are, you know, each veil, each each lesson that you pass, each understanding that you have, each time that you know, procreate with the universe and you let the universe know that, look, listen, I'm speaking to you. I want to know the truth about who I am. You know, you have to understand, once you open that door, it ain't no closing it. And if you are chosen by the universe, if that's what you came here for, is to free yourself and to free your lineage and to, you know what I'm saying, to put the word out there, to be more than what this world told you you are, then you didn't come here to have it easy. Because it's not easy for us to be here as light workers. It's not. It never will be until we all come together and understand that we are one. And it's never been about race. It ain't never been about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all been about monopolizing off of us. You know, it was just coming through. I feel like I was moving too fast. But they were saying, I was hearing energy surfing. That's what they said, like energy surfing or energy, you know what I'm saying? Like taking energy. That's what it's been about, okay? Our energy is a part of our inheritance, okay? When people hear about reparations and inheritance and abundance and things of that nature, the first thing they go to is money. You know, you have to understand that when we talk about money, money ain't nothing but paper. It ain't never been about the money either. You know what I'm saying? They made it about that. So that's what we grew up on. That's what we analyze as life. Oh, we got to get to the bag. That's what you hear everybody talking about, getting to the bag. You got to get to who you are. You got to get into yourself. You got to get inside yourself and unlock those doors and unlock, you know what I'm saying? Because you have all the keys, but the universe is not going to just hand you all the keys and make it easy for you. Because how would you would misuse that. You have to go through some tough times, some hard times in order to even understand or understand what it's all for. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know what I'm saying? So let me see. Y'all, and I'm going to get into it. I was about to change the light because I feel like that damn light ain't right. I think that's better. That's a little better. So it says, belief is ignorance, but knowing is truth, right? Belief is ignorance, but knowing is truth. Now you guys hear me say all the time, like I don't go off of I don't go off of no belief type. I can't do it. That's all you hear them talk about is, well, I believe this, I believe that. Because I heard it so much, I say it sometimes. I do. And I be like, oh no, I be having to, okay, let me take that back. Let me throw that out, you know, but this is a part of us training. We are in training, okay? We are in training. So, and they say when the student is ready to learn that the teacher will show up. So let me read this, right? This is the message. This is the download that I got earlier. It says right now, and this is pertaining to you, light workers, okay? This is the energy that I'm picking up, that I picked up earlier. That, and if it resonate, it resonate. If it don't, it don't. This ain't gonna be for everybody, right? It says right now they're trying and doing everything to pull you outside of yourself. Remember who you are. They're sending many of distractions, creating many of illusions, sending that energy through close members of your circle. So now the support has changed. Their eagerness to see you grow has changed. Their willingness to be supportive has changed. And they've turned the conversation into fear-based conversations. Judas came up, y'all. So I'm like, okay, well, let me look up and see what the hell does Judas mean. These are the Judas. Okay, so also picked up on impulsive energy. So you could have impulsive, you know, moves that you make. You could have an impulsive um, personality. You know what I'm saying? And that could be something that I don't know if you noticed it or not, but when you feel like it's a lot coming on you, impulsiveness strikes up in your, you know what I'm saying, in you. And so I just want to let you know that I also myself have, you know, experienced that and still do, you know. And so I picked up on that energy. And so I just want you guys to know exactly, and usurp, that word came up too, right? I didn't know what the hell it was, y'all. I'm talking about the messages coming through like this, right? I literally had to get me rest today because I'm damn near gonna get on here like 3 times today, one and then 2 more times, because this message is coming through like this. So you guys also could be getting a lot of downloads and things of that nature. Don't just sit there and do nothing with them, you guys. Write them down if you're not gonna do nothing with them now. Your creativity is going to help you stay balanced, okay? This is when you just get all these messages and this inner knowing and things like that, and you are off with the universe, conspiring with the universe. Even if you're not thinking that you are. Once you open that door and you ask source, who am I? Once you step outside of what it is that you knew, it ain't no turning back, because you can't unsee the shit. You know what I'm saying? Right? We're gonna make this shit make sense, right? So impulsiveness came up, okay? And I just want to point out some, you know, things about that. You heard what I just read about this, about what I picked up on. It's people in your circle that's gonna try to stop you, okay? These are the Judas. A lot of these people are not aware of who they are, and they're not on what you own. You have conversations with these people and they act like they own what you own, and they're not on what you own. You have to understand, when if we go back to the Bible and to the stories that's in the Bible, this is why Dr.Malachia comes in. This is where he comes in, right? He can attest to this way better than I can. His experience, his wisdom, his knowledge. But the thing is when I'm researching him and I'm listening to the things that he's saying, I'm like, oh my goodness, these are things that I know. These are things that are inside of me. These are things that I talk about. So I immediately gravitated towards him today when I seen, but I've been hearing about him, okay? When these people that's close to you, these Judas, they were set there. They were placed there for a reason. They was placed there to get that impulsiveness up, to make you think that it's hella other things that you have to do for you to create within you. That's not true. Because at any time you can pull out. At any time you can pull out. That's free will, right? You have the will to do so. See, you're very loyal. You're very loyal to a fault, to a detriment, to the point to where it's so many times in your life where you came out with your ass up in the air. Everybody else was eating, but you came out at the end of the stick. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't benefit off that shit. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim, no, LD. I'm not. But so usurp. I looked usurp up, right? That shit came, y'all. Let me tell you how this. Okay, so another thing too I want to clarify. That I not even clarify. I just want to correct myself. The other day I had said that where I am, the trees they talk, they speak, they loud, and they're loud, you guys. I ain't never seen it happen as much as it happens here where I am, but I have seen it in Cali. Like when I was in Sacramento, in Davis. I was in Davis, visiting Davis. I don't know if you guys know where that is. That's like by Vallejo, Sacramento, or whatever the case may be. I heard a tree talking. And I'm like, what? Okay, so I said the other day, and that's why I'm correcting myself, because I said the other day, like, they don't do that. The trees don't do that in Cali. That's not true. They do. They're just not as loud as they are where I am. They loud, y'all. I can hear them right now. I'm gonna take hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take this shit outside so y'all can hear. Let me see if they talking. I want you to hear this shit. Listen. Oh. So y'all can know that. They be loud, y'all. Okay, they not doing it right now. I'm gonna go live when I hear them doing it, so y'all can hear this. Okay, so let's get back to the message. And also, you do know that, in the spiritual realm, do you notice that in the spiritual realm, do you know in the spiritual realm that, do you notice when you're having a dream, which I call visions, but I have to remind you guys, do you guys notice that you don't speak with your mouth? It's telepathy. That's how the extraterrestrial beings speak. We are a part of that, biological chemical that's in them is in us too, right? The giants, all of the beings that they speak of, majority is real, right? So we speak through telepathy. And so out there, I have had commune with trees and speak with them just by setting my hands on them. I've had bad migraines, and I go and lay my hands on a tree and just calm myself, and it'll go away. Okay, it's power in this land. It's power in this land. This is why they're fighting so hard. This is why they're setting up distractions. I put a message out the other day, and I was talking about how there's going to be riots, and those things are coming. It's going to be another, the C word, that disease that came, where a lot of people were left, to the point to where it was so many people that was, you know, passing over. They was putting them in the ocean because they didn't have nowhere to. Some countries didn't have nowhere to bury them. So this is going to happen again, right? This is their cleanup, you guys. This is the cleanup that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at us as cattle. So it's going to be put out there, and it's happening. It's coming. So you guys need to prepare for that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's when I had first started my journey, when that, like, as far as like, we started our journey when we was children, y'all. You guys are light workers. You always knew you were different. You always were mature in a way to where you can communicate in a certain way to where it made sense to adults, and they shun you because of that. You get what I'm saying? Because you knew what was going on, and you had a lot more sense than the adults that you grew up around. Okay, they ain't like that. That's how they was able to see you, right? They seen you, even though you were hidden in plain sight. They made sure that they created a diversion to where they your name, it was your name. Once they put shit on your name, and and as a child, you don't know that you're accepting what it is that what they're giving. You know what I'm saying? Once you accept their offer of who you are, and you start identifying as that, and that's why they get us as children. Oh, this child is bipolar. This child is autistic, or this child has this issue. This issue is a mental issue. You notice that they. How can you evaluate a 3-year-old and know it doesn't even that don't? I'm just saying, like, it's just a lot of fuck shit. So some of you guys very well could have been through that. I'm picking up on. So let me go. So usurp, right? All of this shit gonna come together, y'all. I got magic. Watch this. I'll tell y'all. So it says usurp. So what usurp means, I didn't know what it meant at all. It just came through. So it says take position out or importance illegally. So it's to take position of power or importance illegally, or by force, seize, take over, expropriate, take possession of, take out is OUST, overthrow, remove, dethrone, encroach, or infringe upon someone's rights. The church had usurped upon the, domain of state. What does that mean? The church had usurped upon the domain of state. And that means position of power, to impose whatever it is that they want, to take power, to take over, right? And so growing up, or now today, what do you see people do? They go into a building and into church. Unknowingly, not knowing who they are. Okay, but that preacher or whoever is giving the word know what they are doing. And what they're doing is a usurp type energy. That's what they're doing, okay? They're opposing a belief system over a people. And this has happened through nations and throughout time and time, right? Thousands and thousands of years, right? Okay, so look at y'all. I can't make this shit up. I'm good at what I do. Okay, I'm good at what I do. All right, I ain't never in my life heard this word ever. I'm like, what is usurped? We're like, get your ass up and see what it means. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do the work. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can't be lazy. So also it says seize and take control without authority and possibly with force. Take as one's right or position. Now you tell me that what I just wrote, what I just read, does not sound similar to some things that you went through throughout your life. But see, it became a norm. So you didn't quite take it as if you were being dethroned, right? Because they can never dethrone you, right? You're sovereign. You're a light worker. That's what they fucked up at. But what they did do is they came in to control your mind, right? Your rights, they took that away, okay? Your possessions, they took that away. Your possession, the biggest possession you had, your soul, your higher self, but not only that, this earth, okay? Because that's where the real wealth is, right? That's where the wealth is. It's this is in this world. I mean, I even went so far as to see. Also, I picked up on this. Oh my goodness, y'all! This is so dope, right? So, Malachi Z. York is coming home. Okay. I don't know when, but I got that download that he's coming home. Okay. So I had to put that out there. Okay. So abundance and gratitude to that. Okay, so this is another download that came through, okay? And this is something that you could already know is confirmation. Maybe it's something that's been running through your mind, but I'm going to say it however I say it and however you articulate it or however you've been saying it to yourself, right? It's going to all come together, right? So it says you don't need to share anything. All you need to do is move in silence and you will succeed. So that came through, all right? Somebody needed to hear that. You don't need to share anything. All you need to do is move in silence and you will succeed. Because you have to understand, what did I just read in the beginning? I said right now, they're trying and doing everything to pull you outside of yourself. Remember who you are. They're sending many of distractions, creating many illusions, sending that energy through close members of your circle. So now the support has changed. Their eagerness to see you grow has changed. Their willingness to be supportive has changed. And they've turned the conversation into a fear-based conversation. Judas. These are the Judas, 444, right? So I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm seeing these numbers, 444, 555, they've been big, 333. So what I did is, and as I read through this, you guys, right, before I get into anything, else, I gotta, put the whole spill out. Some of this is going to kind of sound like the same, but it's still giving you knowledge on what these numbers mean in astrology, okay? So just listen up. 444 is considered to be an angel number that is said to represent clarity, evolution, decisiveness, and stability, okay? Numerology is the study of numbers, coupled with a belief that numbers have significance in people's lives and can be omens of the future. The term angel number is used in numerology to refer to a number with repeating digits, which is considered to have special importance. In numerology, the number 4 is typically thought to represent practicality, decision-making, diligence, and strength. So the number 444 is typically seen is typically seen as a sign that a person is going to successfully make a big decision, progress toward their goals, and gain more control over their life. 444 is an enhanced version of 4. No numerologist suggests that 444 is a sign that people. Wait, hold on. Did I read that right? It says 444 is an enhanced version of 4. No, so, oh, sorry, that's what it says. It says, so numerologists suggest that 444 is a sign that people who are working on a goal, going through a tough challenge, or struggling with a difficult decision will meet with, you will meet it with success, okay? So that's what 444 is, and that number's been really big. I was picking up on it, and so I'm like, let me just go, because I want to be able to share this with you guys, even though I really do encourage you guys to always, hey, how you guys doing? Hi, everybody. I ain't stopped and said hi. I just be going. God bless you all. You know, abundance and love and gratitude I send to you. Y'all be asking me, am I Muslim? No. The energy is strong right now. I said this last night, that the women and the men should be covering your head, because they are head hunting right now. They are head hunting right now. So you should be having your head covered. I mean, you learn something from every religion, right? I didn't learn that from no religion, but I just like, don't the Muslims do cover their head up? It's got to be for a reason. There's some truth in every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And there's lies and deceit too. So you just got to be able to use your discernment and know what it is. This shit really work, covering your head up, covering your crown up. You know what I'm saying? Protecting your crown. So 333 is considered to be in, where am I? Yeah, 333 is considered to be, so if you've been seeing 333, and that last one that I was just on. So I feel like that, like, is really like, that 444 is like, you guys been seeing it. Somebody been seeing it. So I just wanted to share it. 333 is considered to be, so if you've been seeing 333, an angel number that is said to represent creativity, good luck, positivity, and growth, and good communication. Numerology, where was I at? People alive. Numerology is the study of numbers, coupled with a belief that numbers have significance in people's lives and can be omens of the future. The term angel number is used in numerology to refer to a number with repeating digits, which is considered to have special importance. In numerology, the number 3 is typically thought to represent creativity, charm, communication, and optimism. You guys are going into a whole new, chapter in your life, Some of you guys are, moving slower than, others, because you want to be cautious. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good. And it's understandable, because you've been through so much. You don't just want to jump into nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because these are big moves that you guys are making. These are big creative steps that you guys are taking, and it's new. So you have to allow yourself to be guided and be patient with the messages that's coming through, because there is guidance. You're not doing this alone. You're not moving alone. You know what I'm saying? So the numbers that you see, what the fuck? That fly keep on coming by me, bruh. Like, what's up? That's crazy. But, so let's keep going, y'all. So, in numerology, the number 3 is typically thought to represent creativity, charm, communication, and optimism. It is typically linked in numerology to charisma, skill, and communication. So you guys can be very skillful in communications, like myself, and problem solving. But you have to understand, if you're not comfortable with somebody, or if you're not aligned with whatever that job is or whatever that offer is, the communication, that shit is gonna cut off. So that's why I say take your time. Don't rush into nothing. 5-5 is significant, right? Don't rush into nothing. What is 5-5? Bring about change. Change is happening, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so embrace it. We have to look past the shit that used to trigger us. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy, because people intentionally trigger you to take you outside, to get you off your pivot. But sometimes it's okay to step off your pivot and slap the fuck out of somebody and get back on real fast. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. You gotta do what you gotta do. And when I say slap the fuck, that could be even speaking up and letting a motherfucker know where you stand at and what it is. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And what they say don't affect you because you know. You ain't going off of shit that you believe. You don't believe nothing. You going off what you know because you're being guided by a higher source. Your source. You. Your higher self. The giant in you. You get what I'm saying? So, all the fuck shit, that's for the birds. Let them take that up. They work with us too. That was a bar. Anyways, it is typically linked to numerology, to charisma, skill, and communications, and problem solving. So the number 333 is typically seen as a sign that a person is going to see their creativity flourish, succeed at tasks that requires communication and experience growth for themselves and or their relationships. 333 is an enhanced version of 3. So numerologists suggest that 333 is a sign that people who are working on a creative endeavor, looking to improve themselves, or trying to solve a problem will meet with success. Now listen to these numbers. It's success, success, success. Everything has been stamped and approved by the universe. Anything that you ask for, you will receive. You don't need to ask Pam, Susie. Don't be sharing all your shit with people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as a light worker and as a black sheep of the family, you know, you have tended to overshare. You know what I'm saying? And it's reasons why. It's not because that's just how you are. Because you don't even like when you do it. You do it and then you think about like, damn, I just did that. Like, well, I didn't even just... Because you honest. Because you real. But you ain't never had that, though. You ain't never had nobody that's had the loyalty that you have. But that person is coming in. All of the success that's coming in, there's no way the source would allow you to embody this power and all of this creativity by way of the work that you've done and not bring that same alignment and energy and source of energy into your life, that same loyalty. It is people out here that is just as loyal as you, okay? All right? And you have a little kinks that I'm picking up on. You have some kinks and shit that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, that you have to get, you know, situated and clear out and things like that. But it's just, it's little shit. It's small shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing big. You know what I'm saying? But of course, like I said earlier, there's people in your circle that's going to, and the thing is a lot of them don't be aware of what the fuck they be doing, but listen to what they say. You know what I'm saying? They say certain shit that you might not even think right then, but as a light worker, you're a thinker. You've always had to think and reevaluate things and go over things. You're a thinker, you know what I'm saying? And go over shit, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to see that, okay, I can't share certain things with people. I can't be too open with what I have because this is my baby. This is my creation. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind as you go. What you doing? No, go back in the room. Go. No, I'm not giving you no cigarettes in the morning. Go back in the room. No, go back in the room. No, I'm finna call Chris. I'm at work, y'all. My bad. I'll talk to you when I finish doing this, okay? And I might give you a snack if you sit down. No, I don't got no cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. Okay, well, I go in the room and we'll talk about it. Just chill. Didn't I have you yesterday, right? You was good yesterday, right? Okay, so then just do what I'm telling you to do. My bad, y'all. Okay, anyways. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go to they so mad, y'all. They so mad because you have to understand, right? I don't even talk about them being mad because we already know they're mad, right? They big mad. But because the light that shines within you, right? It's just like you light up a whole fucking room. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, you're going to make it. Whatever that dream is, I'm not even gonna call it a dream. Whatever it is that you came here for specifically, that right there is what you're hitting. You're hitting that mark. That's something that your ancestors weren't able to do. They weren't able to, you know, it was a lot of Judas around them. And a lot of them was relatives, friends, you know what I'm saying, that took them out. You know, just go back and read some of the stories of Judas. I mean, it's some fucked up shit. It's the same shit that happened today. People setting people up, niggas setting niggas up in the street. You see all these young kids getting killed, their friends killing them. I mean, I'm from 96 in Birch in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? My hood where I'm from, and it's not, you know what I'm saying, like, but that's where I grew up at, that's where my family is from. But like that hood, like, is known for backdooring. 96, the 90s is known for backdooring. Every hood that's in Oakland got like the 80s, the shady 80s. You feel me? I mean, it just go on and on. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but you know, I firsthand experienced that growing up. You know, my father, you know, so-called friends, you know, set him up. You know what I'm saying? And I believe I've shared that before, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it. 666 is significant, but yeah, my daddy partner set him up. My daddy was a good dude. Like, you know, he brought different spots together. He was known. You know, he had a lot. Like when I was growing up, like I didn't lack for nothing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like now that's why I'm so at peace with even if I don't have nothing, I just still feel rich because my father always made me feel that way. Like, you know, he used to pick me up, and his partners would be in the car, and he make his partners get in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say make them, but yeah, he had them get in the back seat. My daughter got to sit in the front. He not letting me sit in the back seat with no men. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like he treated me as royalty, and I didn't even know what royalty was. A lot of men these days call their young daughters queens and all of that shit, princess and all that shit. Like I feel like that's so beneath us. Just that term. You know what I'm saying? We royalty. We come from royalty. We're sovereign. You know, we have to really work on changing our dialogue within ourselves so that we can communicate the truth to our children so they can know how powerful they are at young ages, you know, when they 5 and 6 and 7. My daddy used to call me his queen or his princess. My dad is he's an Aries, and me and his connection is through 555, real shit, you know what I'm saying? And he's very powerful in the spiritual realm. He did not come back here. I always feel him. If I need to talk to him, I'm able to speak to him and my brother. And they're very powerful. Like, it's a war, y'all. And that's how I know a lot is going on within the war, in the spiritual realm, and in the physical. That's how I know about, you know, what's to come as far as the diseases and all of those things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a messenger. I'm many of things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a messenger. You know, I'm a spiritual analyst. And so are you. You have a lot of different things within you to share in this world. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody knock you off your pivot, man. They're going to keep coming. And the thing is a lot of these motherfuckers, I'm going to show y'all some shit. Let me read this, because I got some other stuff to show you. I don't want to keep yapping. I don't want to be on here forever long, because I want to do it 2 more times, right? So I read 333. I'm done with that. It was 333, and then was it just that? No, it was another one, wasn't it? Okay, if that's all it was, then fine. Let me get to the other one. So this is, I'm gonna share, and I'm gonna get into the cards in a minute. We're gonna see how all this gonna come up, right? We shop, y'all. We shop around here. Okay. So listen up, okay? Now, if I have to start it over for you guys, I will. Why do you think prayer is not instituted in schools? Okay, let me just start it over. I want you guys to hear it from the beginning. Two major forces at war. Wait, oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is Malachia. Why do you think prayer is not instituted in schools? I think that man today has to realize we have two major forces at war. When people are talking about the Bible and they're looking at the Bible, especially these preachers today, they kind of forget that this Bible is supposed to be the words of God. They're supposed to be infallible, direct revelations from God to tell humans what is best to do for them. And they've lost sight that one of the things that's taking place, especially in the book of Revelation chapter 12, is a war between evil and what they're calling good. And that those demons in Revelation chapter 12, Satan, that old devil, was cast down out of heaven to earth with his heavenly host, which means there's a bunch of people called evil angelic beings
or people that have an evil spirit in them, an unholy spirit, walking around every day with us on earth. And these people are smart enough to work their way into positions of power that they may rule us, be it from the courthouse or from the colleges or from the hospitals or from parochial school or in kindergarten. Be they bus drivers who intentionally turn over buses with kids on their way to school, or pilots who intentionally bring down planes with innocent people. They are offering sacrifices to...
Okay, so that's that. And then I had another one for you guys. So y'all gotta, now y'all hear him just a little bit of what he said, right? Y'all gotta look him up. If you look at the title, you can see his name. But you know, that's just all truth. Like you know when the truth is being spoken. All right, light workers, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna put a little more of this, and then we're gonna get into this, and y'all gonna see how all this is gonna come together. If you can't stay long, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I know it's late. Y'all can...
Back then was the only time we ever knew anything. Name something you know now. You know nothing. You don't know if there's a heaven. You don't know if the Quran is authentic. You don't know if you're a human. You don't know whether this is mustard or what. You don't know whether this is white or gold. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. You follow that? The people with the crown, woolly hair. Right? We were the original Watusi and the original pygmies.
Oh shit, sorry y'all. I was trying to turn it up.
It was here. Pygmies and Watusis were the original people that was on the earth before Adam and Eve. If you read, you'll see that it says in the beginning he created two great lights. Correct? Poor interpretation says the two great lights are the sun and the moon. The moon has no light. So therefore in Genesis when it says he created two great lights, he couldn't be talking about the moon. Because the moon has no light of its own. The moon is non-luminous. The second light he's talking about is the light that's inside you and me. People of the sun. We are Shem. The name Samson means solar. You with that? Yeah. That's what the name Samson means. Shamsa means the sun. So we are sun people. This is why we can live under the sun and Europeans cannot live under the sun. What they do not teach you is what's called right knowledge. Right knowledge is that there's a sun burning inside of you, a light burning inside of you. That they tell us that there's just energy here. There's light and fire burning inside us. And that's what they're speaking about in the book of John when it says the light is shining in the darkness, but the darkness comprehendeth it not. And that light is called Ruh in Hebrew, and it's called Ra in ancient Egypt, and we were called Aman Ra. The word Aman means Amana, faith. So Muhammad named all of those people that worship Ra, Mu'min and Mu'minati, which is short for Aman. And every one of your prayers end with Amin, which is the ancient Egyptian god Aman, and the Ra was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,250,000 years to be exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. We had to get back to the fact that we are the Elohim to get back to the fact that we are the Elohim. So a lot of traditions and customs, and I made sure that they knew every custom. We were the only community who wore veils, jalabias. We did everything it was, because if you're going to teach the people well, you got to submerge them in that knowledge. You follow that? But that was not what they call right knowledge. That was called belief. Because while we were all submerged in Al-Islam, it was all based on belief, not facts. Now we had to go back, and after we finished that, I taught them all about Christianity. And when I say belief, I mean to lie to Eve's children. Be-lie Eve.
Be-lie Eve.
Eve's children, which is the one they said, there'll be two seeds, the woman's seed, which is Eve, and the serpent's seed, which is Leviathan. And believe means to lie to Eve's children. Faith means believing in the God Amen. Amana, faith, Mu'minun, Mu'minati, ancient God. And that Amen, like I said, is all, we're Amen. We're Amen Ra.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it at that. I'm going to share that on my community tab if you guys want to watch it some more, watch the rest of it. But I just wanted to play some of it. And it's just a trip how, like, I just, like, gravitated to him when I seen, like, I always, like, I've been hearing about him for years now. But and I watched some of his stuff too throughout the years, you know. But like he really, and then the messages that was coming through, y'all, like all of these messages that was coming through today, and they was like even 343 can be significant, right? So let me keep going, right? Um, and even that word, like y'all didn't like. I don't believe he didn't say anything about Judas or the usurp. Like that shit came through. Like I'm dope. Like you know what I'm saying? They don't be liking that shit, man. So, anyways, and it's all good, right? That's why I keep motherfuckers away from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't be fucking around with people. I ain't got time to play. You heard what he said about these people and how they body and they shift. They what they do is, I call them shapeshifters. It's a lot of shapeshifters. They're all around. They don't know who they are. These are soulless beings. Any entity can govern their body. Any entity can have them do anything. It doesn't matter who it is. You can look into their eyes and see who they are. If you are honest with yourself about who you are, when you look in the mirror, when you look at anybody, you can see who they are. And you can see that demonic spirit in them. You can hear it in their voice. You can hear it in their words. You can see the way they look at you. You could so they play nice. But you catch it because of your discernment. You catch it because of your awareness that's upon you. Source ain't gonna let you. Source is not gonna allow you to not know when you're entertaining one and when they're entertaining you. And when they're trying or thinking that they're getting over you. You know, getting over on you. You're gonna be shown. And it's always gonna come from somebody close. Go. No, you're not. You finna go back in the room. I'm finna call Chris. I'm not finna call. You want me to call the police? No. Okay, so go back in the room. I just told you I'll let you smoke a cigarette after I finish doing what I'm doing. So you be trying to do too much because I'm a female. Go back in the room. No, go back in the room. You supposed to be asleep. You got school in the morning. Okay, back to what I was doing. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Okay, so we over that, right? I'm calling the police next time you come out the room. So they can come talk to you or take you. Because you ain't going to keep on coming up in here on me like that. And you supposed to be asleep, like everybody else. I'm at work. Got to get the job done. Let's keep going. Okay. So, this is what it's going to be about. Okay, the number 8 is significant, right? And so I was seeing this too, y'all, right? I picked up on this, right? I pulled it from some energy. I feel like it's getting hot in here, but I'm keeping my head covered. Divine intervention, right? Divine intervention. I had said earlier about things coming to fruition. I also said, let you guys know that the number 8 is very significant with change or with things coming to, you know, ahead, like things coming to, but not everybody's experiencing this, okay? No, not everybody. Go back in the room. Here I come, okay? Here I come. Go. I'm coming, baby. Here I come. Go back in the room. Go back in the room. Here I come. Go. Go back in the room. What's wrong? What's wrong? You okay? Somebody get with you? What? You're okay. I don't mind it. I was not expecting this. I was cool last night. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get off of here because one of my babies are not doing too well right now, so I gotta go check on her. So I'm gonna have to get back on here. Yeah, I am. I'm a caretaker. I am. Okay, so anyways, these are not kids. These are grown-ups. So shut the fuck up. These are grown-ass adults, older than me. Anyways, I'm afraid for any kids that come across your ass for saying that. Okay, so let me see if I can just go over. So divine intervention, right? So that's like basically the energy that I was picking up on earlier, and you moving forward and you being cautious, you know? And so you have to understand before, when you making a decision to, like I did, go across to a whole nother country, right? Just leave. I left from where I was in California. When you decide to do something like that, I'm not gonna lie, like it was like some anxiety that came up in me. You know what I'm saying? It was anxiety that came up, and that happens. Anxiety comes up when things are new that you've never done. Keep going. Do it while you're scared. Do it while you're in fear. Just fucking do it, okay? Because you're not being guided for nothing. You're not taking that major step for nothing. If Source is trying to move you away from something or take you somewhere else so that you can gain some more wisdom and knowledge, because even with me being on this land, I'm on a very rich land where I am. This is I knew it as soon as I hit this land. I went to the park, took my shoes off, I walked around. You know what I'm saying? I did some commune, let the land know that I'm here, and they let me know that they knew I was coming. I mean, it was beautiful. This is a very rich land where I am, okay? And so it's different. Like if you notice when you go to different cities or different, like you know, in your city, like if you go to, like I know when I was in Cali, if I would leave Sacramento and go to Davis, Davis is very like the city. Davis is like right like by Vallejo and stuff like that. But like Davis is, oh my goodness, the energy there is crisp. It's very like light. There it is very welcoming, and it's more so. It's like a tree city. A lot of these cities that's tree cities, those are the ancient ones. Those trees are the ancient ones. Also, carry a lot of infinite information, wisdom, and knowledge. And so when they see us light workers come, and they see us come in, and they see that we're coming on a journey of healing, they are helping us heal. They are taking and clearing our, you know, our aura out and things of that nature, you guys. So, you know, don't be afraid to move. You know, when Source say move, move. When your higher self say it's time to bust that move, bust that motherfucking move. You ain't gotta look for nobody's approval. You know what I'm saying? If you can do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers been through enough. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to move, it's time to move around this motherfucker. Yeah, they do got school. So mind your fucking business, bitch. Anyways, see, that's how they be want me to talk, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's not even about being perfect, right? It's more so about just put them in a fucking place. Take your ass on somewhere. For I make you have a bad fucking night. For saying something, bitch. Because I do have magic. Just like your punk ass do. The only thing is your shit is not efficient right now. You can't use it. You can't use it. And I know you can't. Only thing you can do is yap your fucking mouth. I'll send my fucking ancestors over there to tear your ass up. You better shut the fuck up. I'm going to pull a couple cards, okay? Hold on. Hold up. Let me see. Because I do got to get back to work. And I'm going to come back on here once I put them down. They usually be sleeping when I get here. I do night shift. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's a part of the job, man. Oh, yeah. Another thing, too. So I had pulled these cards earlier, y'all. And look at this, right? Everything just went together. I feel like Spirit like knew that all of this shit was going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, come to play. So 13. The number 13 is significant, okay? 1111. The number 13 is significant. This says restraint or the end of conflict, right? So I'm just going to read a little bit. So this card is significant for someone, okay? It's restraint, okay? And just before, you know, I showed you guys these cards, just think of what I was talking about as far as you guys moving forward, okay? Restraint or the end of conflict. And so it says restraint or the end of conflict, right? This card has the two restraints, but complementary meanings of restraints and ending conflict. And this is what you guys want. You guys really want to move to a much more peaceful place. Like you want to move to, it ain't about being humble. Humble is some bullshit. That's bullshit. That's just the word that they put out there in the spirit in the communities to keep us in a place where, oh, we're going to be humble because although somebody came up to us and spit in our face, although somebody came with the disrespect, so let me just humble myself. No, fuck all that humble shit. We are not humble souls, okay? We are warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't let nobody disrespect you or come in and misuse you. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. So, just listen, right? This card has the two separate but complementary meanings of restraint and ending conflict. Restraint generally refers to self-restraint, which can be the most difficult action to practice as it forces you to control your impulses and put off doing what your mind may be telling you to do. Napoleon once said, the reason people feel fail instead of succeeding is because they sacrifice what they want the most for what they want in the moment. Restraint and patience require willpower and the ability to see the bigger picture. Waiting until the time is right is never easy, but it is often necessary. Sometimes your hands may be tied by forces beyond your control, but instead of consistently struggling against the ropes, you can use this as an opportunity to remain calm and plan your future escape. Okay, and I'm gonna leave that at that. But I just feel like that was very significant with everything that was coming through. And then I'm shuffling the cards earlier, and these came out. I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all was putting it out here. Okay, so this is the other card that came out. Okay, and 1313 is very significant. The number 13 is so significant. Even what does 13 turn into, y'all? 4. That's how numerology work, right? You can go up or, well, you can go down. It's down. Some numbers cannot be taken away from, like 33 cannot be taken away from, right? Because that's an ascended master number. So we also have 26. You could be life path number 6. Somebody's name is Susie, I'm picking up on, or Suzanne. Okay. Someone have ties to Nefertiti, I'm picking up on. So if you've ever and I'm picking up on the feminine divine energy, maybe that Nefertiti, that energy, that name have come to you just out the blue, and you start maybe, learning more about it, but you have some connections to that energy, okay? It does not mean it's that person. Nefertiti is the energy, and she carries many of names. So if you did do some research on Nefertiti, you will see that she has had many of lifetimes, okay? So somebody is connected to that. Let me show you guys the 26. It says destruction of enemies. I can't make it up. Destruction of enemies. You see how his head is on the fucking swivel? That's what I be telling him. Please. Please. Don't come for me. I got too much protection in the spiritual women. I don't even have to speak on it and say it, but sometimes people will really put you in a place to where, and I feel like they like doing it, but these are, and this is why I don't silence the comments, because I need them to reveal themselves. We need them to reveal themselves. I always tell you guys, not one stone go unturned. It don't matter. They don't care about the justice that's going to come upon their head, the judgment. They don't give a fuck. So why should you? Why should you give a fuck when they don't care? They don't care about being reprimanded by source and your ancestors. So let their ass get out here and talk and do whatever they gonna do. They're gonna be held in contempt, because when you come here, this is spiritual court, baby. The council was watching, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing the right thing. 1212 can be significant. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm speaking on what I'm supposed to be. I'm standing in my truth. I know who I am. I know. Facts. So, let's keep going. It says, destruction of enemies. Most people, and look at this, y'all. All of this shit going on. I didn't even know. This shit came out earlier, about 12 o'clock, y'all. So, destruction of enemies. Most people in the modern era don't have a pressing need to behead their enemies the way Seti, is S-E-T-I, I did. But this card deals with more than just enemies who are attempting to take your throne. It includes anyone who is attempting to destroy your serenity, peace, and joy. You can surely think of at least one or two people whom you want to leave, who you want to leave you alone, or with whom you have been in conflict. The card also can refer to spiritual enemies. The deacon's focus is really on overthrowing spiritual forces. So if you are up against a spiritual adversary, this Khentu is Khentu. Here is it hero? Haru is indicating that you will emerge victoriously. All right, victoriously. If this card is found in conjunction with any other card, this involves conflict. It is a sure sign of success in this dispute. Look, I can't make this shit up. That's all I'm gonna read. Okay? Spirit just knew I got this monitoring ass fly around here, but Spirit just knew that I guess all of this stuff was gonna happen. I will be back on here. Okay? I will be back tonight. I gotta get them together and take care of them. I'm gonna pick a message from Source and see what message Source have on this closing message. Okay, to all of you chosen ones that came in here for the right reasons, with an open heart and an open mind, I do appreciate you. To all of my new subscribers and to my day ones, thank you so much. Abundance to you. And to anybody that came in here with any disrespect, I send it back to you 1,000 times fold, wrapping it around your minds, your homes, your jobs, and everything else. Okay? Blocking all energies from having any access to the light workers or myself. I'm closing all portals. And yes, I want to give another shout out. That came right out to Dr. Malachia Z. York. All right, let me see. Let's go. Let's see. What card came out? Sing. Look at all that light that's shining you, light workers. Your light irritate people. It bothers them. You know why? Because they don't have this light. They don't sleep at night. They don't sleep at night. They don't sleep in peace. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that when you have a light that shines like this, you're going to always upset the demons and people that, and it's because they don't work on themselves. It's because they choose not to. They're lazy. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And we, as light workers, we care. We care so much. But now we're being called to care for ourselves because these people are choosing not to do the work. These people are choosing not to love themselves. They're choosing not to love others. They're choosing not to. And love is the highest form. The highest energy. The highest power is love. Okay? So, let me find this. It's Oma Olorin. Where is it at? 113. And it's 113. Look at this. I will be back. Okay? So let's read this and see how this going to tie in. And I'm going to let you guys go. And I love all of you light workers and you chosen ones and you healers. Thank you for your contributions to the earth and to those that you have contributed to, even to those that didn't appreciate your light. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But that's why we're being guided to take our light away. Because they have a tower moment that's going on inside of them. And they are not deserving of the light that's within you. The light that's within us. We can't keep lighting motherfuckers up and feeding them. And then they, you know, throwing the shit in our face. And not being appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Or just taking advantage, you know, or trying to play a motherfucker like we don't see what you're doing. So the Oma Olorin stands with her guitar, covering her body The wind is carrying musical note to activate your throat chakra. So your throat chakra is being activated, okay? Through the timelines, birds blend into the background as golden light pours from their throat. She reminds you that our ancestors delivered messages and coding into songs to free those kept under slavery. I was just talking about this yesterday. Passing the ancient teachings down to those who were from their ripped away from their homeland. The songbird encourages you to embrace your sacred vocal cords and sing out from your heart into the space before you, into the space before you to call back your power. The Oma Olaran appears to you when you are resisting something within yourself and hiding your true power. Use your voice like the birds and speak your truth. Now you tell me if that ain't magic. You tell me if that ain't what, everything. Why you keep saying Jesus? I thought you ain't supposed to be saying all that in vain like that. What's your point? That's good that you left it. You need to be over here with these people. You sound like you might be mentally disturbed or something. You need to be up in this house so I could take care of you and wipe your ass. Because you sound like something wrong with you. That's a kid. That is a child. That is a child. And Jesus is your king. Ain't none of mine. Facts. Not one soul or entity govern my avatar but me. Just me. Keep doing that because you helping me. You know that, right? Keep doing that because the more and more you do that, the more and more it make my rates go up. So I'm gonna sit here a little longer. Keep doing it because you helping my rates go up. Thank you. Keep going. You guys are helping me more than you know it. Right. They don't know no better. But that don't mean that they ass can't get checked. Yeah, keep going. Thank you for helping me. If you don't want to help, why are you saying something? Because you're helping. Put it in there some more. Thank you, Lauren Smith. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all got to go take care of my peoples, man. Y'all have a nice one. I'll be back on here once they go to sleep. It don't matter. My intentions is not to make money off of this at all. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. That's where you fuck up at. I got something more than that. I can go outside and do wonders. I got magic. Fuck some money. And that shit ain't worth nothing anyway. The dollar in the United States ain't worth shit. That ain't worth shit. Shit, I'm leaving in 2 weeks, traveling from here to somewhere else. Got a job immediately when I got out here. Go somewhere else and get a job. Meet some more good people. I met some good people out here where I'm at. Learning about businesses and things of that nature. Meeting new people. Being able to be a gentle heart like myself and take care of people. You know what I'm saying? Souls that can't take care of themselves. That's what life is about. Love. And living out your true, your true state. Like, I don't think you know Jesus. Did you know Christ is a Christ conscious? That's what Christ is. Go do your homework, baby. Say something else new. You didn't gave your whole motherfucking you didn't gave your whole avatar up. That's hella funny. Oh my goodness. All kind of possessed. I'm sitting up here talking to a possessed motherfucker, y'all. Now you know that ain't right. Right? But I'm good. I'm cloaked. Christ conscious. That's what Christ is. It's in here. It's in us. Like, it was never outside of us. You know? I'm going to speak the truth. And I don't need God to help me do that. All this is going to burn when he comes. What about the afterlife? What about the afterlife? What you know about the afterlife? Are you going to the afterlife on here harassing? Is that what Jesus would do? When Jesus come and get you, right? When he pull up in his whip, or when he come out the sky as a hologram, I want you to holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Ashley, Jesus is here. Yeah, bitch, I told you Jesus. I want you to, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? He coming to save your dusty ass, huh? Your lazy ass. Yeah. Let him come save you there. Let him come save you there. He gonna pull up in the you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be flying around and shit, moving at the speed of light, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to lift myself just as high as you lifting Jesus up. You know what I'm saying? You gonna put yourself beneath Jesus? Beneath another? You ain't never met this man in your life. You don't even know if he was ever here. You ain't even did your homework. Hey, baby Smith. How you doing, baby? How you doing? These people Bible thumpers. Bible. Go thump the Bible some more. Hit yourself in the head with it so you go to fuck to sleep. I ain't, look, I can mock whoever. I can mock them if I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them. I got Christ in here. It ain't, I don't know nobody outside of here that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never met him before. So what are you trying to do? The more and more you put that shit up there, I'm finna go, y'all, because I gotta go take care of my business. But the more and more you put that in there, I just, whatever, I don't know, bitch. You take it over. I done gave you enough energy. I'm taking back all my energy, all of it. Returning all your energy back to you, okay? And that's the end of it. I'll see y'all in a minute, okay? Peace and love and abundance to all.